So the next part is we move these guys in. Well, actually before that, why don't we move these in, because this is going to harken back to what we did down over here to put these guys in, these corners in. It's going to be exactly the same thing. So now we're going to put these in, and this further delineates the Jupiter strategy. So we can start off with this. This guy's going to come over here, and we've got a purple one that we can place. So put this in like so. 1, 2. And bring it down. So now that's where it needs to be over here. What I need to do now is I need to turn this upside down to put a yellow one in. So this is going to be turned up to here. And there it is over here. So now I have to move this yellow one up. So turn it like this, turn, turn, and down. And that puts that in. Didn't mess any of these guys up, notice, but it moved that in. This is where I no longer care about what's up here because I have to use it anyway. Purple and green just happens to be there, as is this. Happy accident. This is here, but it's upside down. So why don't we take this up and match it to this right over here and take it down. Now that I've done that, I need to turn this upside down. And I'm going to do that from this perspective here. So what I'm doing is I'm matching it up and then turning it upside down. So now I have to put it into a green. There's a green here to match this green and red. So this turns up, move it in, turn it down. This is fine. Alright, now we have the red and blue. Where's the red and blue? Right over here. I've already got it lined up with a blue here, so that's pretty good. I just need to match it up with a red. So I've already got a red here that I can match it down with. But I want to move one up and then move it down. So I'm going to go up, 1, 2, and we're going to go down, so this is here. So we're getting there. Beige and blue is here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this upside down to match this one over here because this is already used. That moves it here, and then turn it again. Moves it over here. Okay, so I've got the blue facing up. I'm going to decouple this from here. So now what? Now I guess what I have to do is turn this upside down again to get the, I think I call that beige, the yellow facing up. And again. Okay, so here's the yellow facing up, and I can couple it with this one here. So I'm going to turn, bring this yellow up, move this yellow in, bring it down. Now I just have to couple it with this blue. I do have a blue here, but it's not in the right place. The blue's got to be here or here so I can swing it down. So I actually can't use that. What I can do though is I can do the algorithm which will move this up, and I believe this should come down here. Or something like that. Anyway, so here's the blue. So I can't move this here. This blue has to make it to over here somehow. So I'm going to move this out of the way. And I got to get this blue over here. Or I can actually use this blue here. I got a blue over here I can use. I'm going to move this over here. So this is going to get a little fancy here, but I'm going to turn this down here. Alright, so that same algorithm brought that down here. It just moved from here to here instead of here to here. So, once it's here, this is in the right place. Turn it up, move it here, turn it down. Now we're cool. Now we're where we need to be. Once we have this, I'm going to immediately put these in place. I'm going to find all my non-whites. Here's a red, beige, and green. Here's a green, red, and beige. So this goes over here. Now this is the same setup that we did before. So I'm going to move this down here. I'm going to try to couple it with this edge over here. So turn this down, move this edge up here, bring it up. You can see the color is the same here. It's where it needs to be. Move it twice here, bring this back up, and then move it into position here. There it is. Now doing this won't affect that at all. Now we need this part here. Orange, purple and yellow. So that's actually going to be here. Move this to the side. Same algorithm. Not quite right. Turn it upside down. Move it back. Bring our edge up. Turn it. Bring it down again. Turn it twice. Bring it up. That works. 2, up, down, across. Brilliant! There it is there. Good. And here. This needs to come over here, so same thing. This is the right color. 1, 2, turn, turn, turn. So, we have all the layers except the dreaded last layer. Now the thing about this last layer is we did Mercury down here, we did Jupiter over here. This is the very unique Saturn strategy, which was probably among the more difficult strategies to describe in the cube. Difficult ones to really demonstrate and also to figure out. So I'm going to do my best to do that, and again I'm going to describe it in 3 parts. Maybe I'll do a better job of it this time. Okay, so the first step is bring all the white ones up to the same side. Now, I should point out that when we do this, we're probably going to mess these guys up. That's okay too, we can put those in. Probably didn't even have to put them in at this point. So to do that, we're going to rely on an algorithm that'll switch from the right side from this top to here on the right, or alternatively to the left from here to here. So for the right side, on this side, that's going to be F-U-R UI-RI-FI, and that'll put it over here. For the left side, and from time to time you'll find yourself having to do that, it's the same thing, only opposite. So FI, UI, LI, ULF, and you won't mess anything up here. So now all that's in there. So the next step after you've done that is we want to make sure that these are placed correct. If not, you're going to find yourself catching up. If you just have 2 that are in, then you're good. But let's go ahead and get them back in just to show ourselves that. 2, 3, down. No. Actually, we're going to have to bat this red one out if we're going to put this in here, right? So we're going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, down. Okay. Now we can try to put that red one in. Down. There it is here. Come across here. Rotate the rest in. Okay, so we're doing well. Now that we have these in here, we're going to try to put these guys, the outers, and match them to the inners. To do that, we need to put the outer color right next to the inner edge color. If they're not in place, then we have to do the algorithm to rotate these guys around in order to make that happen. It just turns out that this is next to the right one. This blue one is next to the one over here. Now to do this, the algorithm that we're going to do is the same one that moved from this to here. In so doing, this is going to move here, and then this is going to move up here, this is going to move up here. So that way we can couple these 2 more easily. So let me show you what I mean. It's going to be the same thing, F, R, I, F, I, R. So now that's over here, and as promised, this is over here, and this is safely tucked in over here. To move this to here, basically, to couple these 2, we're going to move this face up here, so we're moving the inner edge down and the outer edge up. Move the outer edge out of the way, bring the inner edge up, and then couple it like this. So now these are coupled. Immediately we bring this back down to here. Mercury strategy. So now that's back in. We did put this out, but we don't have to worry about that yet. So what we've done in essence is we've coupled these guys. Now upon doing that, we're going to take a white one out, so we're going to put the white one back in. I'm going to turn it to a side where when I put it in, it's going to be away from one, it's going to be in the direction of one that isn't coupled yet. So it's going to be here. I could try it on the right side, it's going to end up with this, so that's okay too. But bear in mind we've now coupled this guy. So to put this in, it's going to be Fi, Ui, Li, U, L, F. Okay, so now that's up there. This is still coupled, so we're going to do some more coupling. How about this blue with blue? Here's a blue over here. Now this green with green, we're eventually going to have to deal with that, but we'll deal with that later. Blue with blue, so I'm going to rotate this around until this blue is here, or, well, until the blue is here. Turn, 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 1, 2, 3, turn. So I'm not giving any strategy beyond what I'm talking about, because it's going to get too complicated and I don't totally understand it myself, to be honest with you. So this is going to now be coupled with this same way. We're going to turn this down. So now this is in line with this over here, and this edge got moved up over here. So once again, turn up, bat it back, move the inner back, match the two, we're good. Move this back down here. Alright, so now let's take inventory. We've now coupled this and we've coupled that, so these two are good. We want to get the white one back. So I can move this back here to couple it back, or I can do it here, but I'm not going to do it here because it's going to do something nasty to this one. So I'm actually going to go at it from this direction here, because this one is not coupled yet. So Fi, Ui, Li, U, L, F. So the next step now is we need to put these two in. But notice these are reciprocals here. It's kind of like a parity situation. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to couple these two, this outer with this inner. Let's first get it next to each other. Okay, so we're going to couple these two together here. Alright, so I'm going to do like a pseudo coupling here. Turn up, turn back here. Immediately put this one down. Okay. So after doing that, this has sort of been coupled to the other side. Now I can move this out of the way here and move this up to here and get that one back. So that's going to be, yeah, okay. Fi, Ui, Li, U, L, F. So it might have messed up some sides, but at least it uncoupled those from each other. So this is still in, this is still in, and now we just repeat the same thing. Rinse and repeat. So this is going to get coupled to here now that we've uncoupled it from the blue here. And I'm looking for a very specific scenario which will get me out of everything. Haven't seen it yet. Anyway, these two are going to be coupled. Move it up, turn back, turn it in, move it in. These are coupled. Let's move this down. Okay, so now these are coupled here, and now I want to move this one. Now the problem is I don't want to move it from this direction, it's going to mess this up. And this is actually what I'm looking for, this configuration, where I'm going to move this white one to here, but what I'm actually seeing is this is kind of coupled over here, this is coupled over here, and what's going to happen is if all is well, this whole thing will move en masse to here and everything will be coupled and this will move down. And so we'll be good. But this is the configuration that we're looking for, where to put this white one up here means that everything else appears to be coupled, except for what I'm going to move into here. And it's just a matter of doing this coupling algorithm exactly as I showed it. So this is going to be F-U, R, UI, RI, FI. And that's what's going to do it. So that's what put all these in here and gave us our cross here, so to speak. So now we're going to put these back in line. Remember how those got batted out? So purple, orange, and blue. It's over here. Actually, before I do that, we can see if these guys are in. So I want the purple one to be here, which is here. 1, 2, 3, down. Yep. 2, 3, down. 1, 2, 3, down. Okay, so that's good. Alright, so let's put these guys in. So these are in. We have to make sure that our cross is still good. 1, 2, 3, down. 2, 3, down. Okay, so we have these in. Now we just have to put these in, and this is just good old-fashioned Megaminx solving. Turn it on the side. This has to rotate clockwise. R-I, U-I, R-U, R-I, U-I, R-U. Swing this to here. Counterclockwise, U-I, R-I, U-R, U-I, R-I, U-R. Through the magic of algorithms, these are fixed. Put these in, and now I have to rotate these guys around. Any that's in already? Nope. Good. Here, here, here. So white, yellow, and blue. Purple rather. So that's going to be here. Turn, turn, turn. Yellow and this one's the yellow and blue. Turn, turn, turn. Green and red. This one. Turn, turn, turn. Blue and red. Turn, turn, turn. And last here. Turn, 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 and you have the outer shell has been solved. The rest is, well, what we've seen before.